Welcome to the Brant Phillips Show, the show dedicated to results. Now, here's Brant.
Welcome, my friends, to the Brant Phillips Show. You know what this is about. This is about the one thing that matters, the one thing that you want. It's results. Show dedicated to all about results. And what we're going to talk about today, in order to help you achieve the desired results that you want in your life, in your real estate, in your business, is about you doing you. That's right. You do you. So why are we going to talk about that? What does that have to do with this podcast? So yesterday I finished up. I went on a little 8-mile run, getting ready for my next Ironman that's coming up in about a month or so. And the cool thing about Ironman training is this. Well, first I'll say there's a lot of things that suck about Ironman training, to be quite honest with you. There's a lot that sucks, but we have to embrace the suck, right? That's how we get the results. But look, so with Ironman training is this, like you go on these long runs, you go on these long bike rides, you go on these long swims. Today I did a 2,000 meter, 2,400 meter swim, something like that. So it was like an hour almost. I'm not a very fast swimmer. Don't judge me. I see you judging me. Like, stop. So, look, here's the thing, though. When you are going through your Ironman training on these long runs and these long bike rides, good Lord, the bike rides are so long. You have a lot of time to think. You have a lot of time to think, and trust me, my friends, you have a lot of thoughts. I've read that the human brain has somewhere between 40 and 60 thoughts a day. So you have a lot of time to think about things whenever you are going through Ironman training. Some of these are very useful thoughts, and some are not so useful thoughts. So yesterday on my 8-mile run, I had a lot of time to think. I had time to think about a conversation that I had with a friend and a mentor recently. I had time to think about some books I've been reading, things that's been going on in my life and some of my businesses. And I was thinking also about a Facebook post that I had made recently about the CrossFit Open Games. So if you're not familiar with CrossFit is, you're probably familiar with CrossFit, but CrossFit's like it's an exercise thing, right? And so it's getting pretty big now. It's catching on. So every year they have a CrossFit Open. It's called the CrossFit Games, CrossFit Open. And this is the 18th year that they've done it. And I started doing it, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago. And so this year I finished essentially top 15% in my region. I think I finished about 15, 20%, top 15 or 20% in the world, right? Definitely for my age group, and I don't really know where I finished up in the world, but 15% in my age group. And so, which is not bad, if you look at it that way. But here's the thing. So we made a post on Facebook. My marketing director posted it. I had shot a video of my last workout, took a screenshot of like my ranking in the world or whatever, just to like encourage people and just to kind of get some conversation going. And she made the post and she put numbers don't lie. I think that's what she put, something like that, like numbers don't lie. So here's the thing, like that's kind of a vague statement. Like it maybe sounds a little bit like I'm bragging or braggadocious, but at the same time, like numbers don't lie, like that could be saying like numbers don't lie, like I suck, like I could have done a lot better, right? Because it's somewhat vague and nobody really knows what I meant by that, but people began commenting, and I think they were perceiving it like, man, you did great. That's a good job. That's awesome. Way to go. Whatever, like stuff like that. But if you look at the stats, like I finished in my region, in my age group, like I mentioned, like I was like 4,000 out of like 28,000 people, like 4,800, I don't know, maybe 5,000 out of like 28,000 people. So you could look at that as good. You could look at that as not so good. But then I looked at what I ranked in the world. I was like 59,000, like 60,000th place. Like let's just round up. Like I was essentially 60,000th place in the world for in the men's group, because this is like a worldwide competition. People do the same workouts, or they do a different workout, but everyone does the same workout each week. It's a different workout for 5 weeks. You record your scores. You have to be judged. Like I had a person judging me each week. And so I finished 60,000 in the world in men, but there's like 300,000 or 400,000 men, like 350,000 men that do it. So, you know, so that make sure that you understand, like, you could say like, dude, like that's pretty good. But you could also say like, part of me is like, man, Brant, like that's pretty good. Like you finished in the top 15%. But I caught myself, I was thinking about on the run, thinking about this post. I'm like, but then again, like 60,000 guys finished ahead of me, like 60,000. And I'm like, damn, like I kind of sucked. Like I could have finished like 50,000 or 40,000, right? And granted, half these dudes that I competed against are like half my age and like freaking ripped to the core and things like that. But the fact is that like 60,000 dudes beat me, right? But let me ask you this. Does it really matter? Like, does it? You see, I caught myself at times, being proud of my accomplishment, but also being disappointed, looking at how many people finished ahead of me. But also then I started thinking about the amount of surgeries I've had. Like I've had 3 knee surgeries, 2 ankle surgeries, and doctors have told me, a number of doctors have told me, like, I need to stop doing all the stuff that I'm doing. Hell, I sure as hell shouldn't be doing an Ironman. But who listens to doctors? Like, really, for real? So I don't, either good or bad, I don't. But here's my message, and here's what I want to share with you. Just focus on you. Like listen to me. I'm going to say this again. You do you. You do you. Like, don't worry about what other people do. Don't worry about people that finish ahead of you and behind you. Like, don't worry about people whose bank accounts are bigger than yours and people who are smaller than yours. Like, focus on you being you. Like, you just do, like, wherever you're at in your life, wherever you're at in your investing business, wherever you're at in your health and your fitness, in your finances, in your real estate business, stop comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is one of the biggest drifts I see people do in life. Because when you're comparing yourself to others, that means you're looking at other places rather than straight ahead, right? Like when you are looking at someone else's results, you're looking away from whatever your goal or what your target is. Like, how about looking at yourself in the mirror and holding yourself accountable to who you need to be? Who do you need to become to get what it is that you want to get? Who do you need to become to get where it is that you want to go? Stop looking at other people and just be you. Consider that you will obtain the greatest results when you are focused on you doing you. So stop worrying about them. Stop worrying about me. Stop worrying about whoever it is that you're comparing yourself. So, when I was doing that run, I was doing an 8-mile run when I was having all these thoughts a couple of days ago. And so I'm getting ready for my Ironman, right? Because I have an Ironman coming up in the next 30 days or so. And I'm doing this training and I'm going to get to the Ironman, like in the next 30 days or so, whatever it is. And for the record, I'm not training nearly as hard as last time. And guess what? Like, that's okay. Where I'm at right now in my life, at my age, where I'm at with my business, we've hired a lot of new staff. I'm doing a lot of training. We have a lot of things going on. So where I'm at right now, my Ironman training, like, this is just me being me. That's what I'm doing. And I'm going to get to the Ironman. I'm going to show up and I'm going to finish the damn thing and I'm going to finish strong. But I'm going to finish my time, and there's going to be like old dudes and old gals that are going to pass me up on the bike. Like, it's happened before numerous times through all my Ironman stuff. Like, you think you're going pretty good and you may feel pretty good. You may feel down, one of the two, because you go through all these emotions during the Ironman, and someone like 10, 20, 30 years older will like fly passed you on a run or on the bike, and it's very humbling, to say the least. But guess what? I'm going to show up to the Ironman. I'm going to finish, and it's going to be cool. Whatever my time is, it's going to be cool, and I'm going to be cool with that because I'm just going to be me. That's it. And they will be them. I will be me. In my business, in my real estate business, it's late March at the time of this recording, and we were doing some numbers and looked at, like, we've bought 16 houses so far this year. We're on track to do about 50 deals ish, and that's our goal for the year. That is our current capacity. That's where our staffing is. That's our goal. Could we buy 100 houses this year? Probably. I have multiple close friends that do that, but that's not me. Like, honestly, I don't desire to do that. Our goal is 50 houses. That's our capacity, and that's who we are. Like, this is an ideal business for me that we've created, and so we're going to do us as a company. I'm not going to worry about my friends. I'm not going to worry about my friends who buy 100 houses that do a lot bigger deals than us, because this is who we are as a company right here and right now. So we're focusing on us as a company growing, but growing on according to our targets and our pace and our current capacity, creating the ideal business and the ideal life. And that's what we're doing. And guess what you should do? Like, just do you. Like, if you've never done a deal, don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. You do you. Like, if you've never done a deal before, like, don't focus on doing 10 deals this year or 50 deals or 100 deals or whatever it is. You may end up doing, a bigger capacity than you first focus on. But, if you do one deal, then do one deal and you freaking celebrate. You be you. If you desire something more, like if you do one, like, I want to do 10, or I want to do 50 deals, or I want to do 20 deals, then you do that. Like, freaking level up, step up, do more, be more, suck less, do more work, do the work that's required. Focus on you and what you need to do. Because the more that you focus on you, the more and more you're going to find that you are getting closer to the real results that you desire. Right? And that's the important takeaway here. Like, just be real with yourself. Just honor and appreciate yourself wherever you're at in life, wherever you're at in business. Just be okay with that. But know if you're wanting more, then you do you. You do it at your pace, and you level up, right? And you do the work, and you look in the mirror. But stop watching others and focus on creating the greatest version of yourself in life, in real estate. And I encourage you to be the greatest version of yourself in all areas of life. So, my friend, you do you, I'll do me, and guess what? We'll all be better for it. If you can just do you, stop focusing on others, I think you will find you will be on the path to creating the results that you desire in life and business. So that's it, my friends. And once again, like, I thank you for listening to the show. I thank you for liking the show. I thank you for your reviews. And I just, like, I appreciate you listening, like, from the bottom of my heart. And I hope this is helping you to create the results that you desire in your life and in your business.
You've been listening to The Brant Phillips Show. To listen to past shows, get updates on future shows, and find other resources or information about coaching, visit BrantPhillips.com.